So hello guys and welcome. So this is day number 3 or session number 3 of term 1, week 1 of the subject MAPE 9. And the big question today is, can an old movie become a new again? So today we will take a step back from K-pop, C-pop and J-pop, and we're going to talk about film. So So imagine this is the only surviving copy of a film your family loves. So let me show you uh, just that. So imagine, imagine that this is the only surviving copy of a film that your family love and treasure. What will you do? Will you would you choose or sh- would you save it using technology? Raise a finger if you think that nah, keep it exactly like that. Don't change it. So in my class, I will ask them to raise a finger if they think that, and raise two fingers if you think that it needs to be repaired carefully. Let's repair that, restore it, uh, repair the image, the sound, so that it can be watchable again. And raise three fingers if you think that we should remake it fully. Remake means let's hire um, new actors and remake the whole story. And then finally, raise a fist if you're not sure yet. So, what will you do? So, for today's video, for this lesson, I will help you decide if restoring a film or a movie will be worth it. So today you will be able to compare original versus restored film, and you will be able to learn and explain the film restoration process. You will be able to classify the traditional, new, and hybrid media, and you'll be able to identify digital art, social media, and mobile apps. So, by the way, before we proceed, where do you usually watch? Ano yung ano mo? A viewing platform. Do you watch in the cinemas? So raise a finger if you watch in cinemas, and raise two fingers if you watch uh, your favorite uh, anime, your favorite shows on television. Raise two fingers if you watch it on TV. Raise three fingers if you watch it on your laptop, and raise four fingers if you watch it on your phone. Alright, so now imagine you're watching the same story, the same series, but in different viewing platforms: cinema, TV, laptop, and phone. Why is it, or why is it feel so different? Okay, let me ask you this question. Um, which viewing platform gives you the biggest screen? Cinema, right? What about which viewing platform gives you the most convenience? So I am assuming you are answering like cell phone or laptop or television. That those are the most convenient. You can watch anything on your phone right now if you have Netflix subscription, right? What about which viewing platform gives you the most sound quality? I'm assuming you will say cinema, or if you have a very good sound system inside your house, so maybe on your television with a good partnered with a good sound system. All right, so in this next slide, we're going to watch two uh, what do you call this? two videos though. So the first video that I'm gonna show you will be the original version of an old Filipino movie. So the title of the movie that I'm gonna show you is Muro Ani, and this was released in 1999. So for the first viewing, you don't have to write anything yet. Just look closely, listen carefully, look and listen carefully. Use your eyes and ears, and no writing yet. And for the second viewing, this is I will show you the restored version, the repaired version. So you will have to notice what changed, what stayed. So this time, for this on the second viewing, this time you will write short phrases on what you noticed. So look for the sharpness, the color, brightness, the scratches, the dust, flicker, or dialogue clarity. So this is what we will do after watching the second viewing. So here we go. Let me show you the um, first video. And again, this is the original. This is just an excerpt from the movie Moroan. So let's watch this. Alright, that's the first video. Now let's watch the second video, which is the restored excerpt from the movie Moroan. Now, notice the details. Use your eyes, use your ears. Now, notice the difference. What did you notice? Now, let me show you another video. This is just an additional video. So, I actually prepared a side-by-side view of the two video. So, on the left side is the original version, and on the right side is the restored version. So, let's watch it simultaneously. And this time you will notice the difference. It's too there's too much gap in terms of visual quality, the quality of the movie, and the sound, the brightness, the contrast. So now I want you to write your answers on your notebook. So in my class, I will again, just a reminder, this presentation is what I use during my class. And in these activities, I just make them write their answers on their notebook, and then at the end of the term, and I will collect their notebooks and I will check. Then I will check their notebooks. So let's move on. So for this comparison chart, during the class, you can call some volunteers and share their observation of the two videos. What are the similarities, or what are the major differences between the two videos, between the original video and the restored video? Now, let's talk about film restoration. What is film restoration? So basically, film restoration is the process of carefully repairing and preserving so that old film can be, can be watchable, remain visible, audible, and accessible uh, to the people who want to watch it. So there are 6 steps or 7 steps actually. So the first step is you will have to locate the best available copy of the film. So for the old films, the producers will have to look for the old films. So in the old times dati, they use films. Those are not digital. Ano pa sila, kumbaga parang ano, mechanical type of saving uh, data. So they use film. So ayun yung pinaka uh, uh, original file for kumbaga. So you will have to locate the best available file ng video. So pag nalocate mo na, you will have to inspect it for damages, dust, and inspect for sound quality kung medyo nag-degrade ba siya. So, and then after inspecting it for damages, step 3 is they will convert it into digital format. So ang major na ginagamit is MP4, yung kung saan kayong mas familiar. MP4, marami pang ibang file format. But for the step 3, just remember that i-convert nila into digital format. And it could be MP4 or something else. For the step 4, after converting it to digital format, they will repair it using computer applications. So, kung alam niyo yung CapCut, so if we use CapCut to edit videos, or maybe you don't know CapCut, what are other examples of editing tools? Wondershare, Filmora, TikTok. So if we use all those, professional editing or professional editors use professional editing tools. They don't use CapCut to repair all those old films. So they need to use professional editing tools. And so after repairing the film, they will now proceed with adjusting the clarity, the clarity of the image, the sharpness of the image, the color, and then they will clean the sound. They will make it sound cleaner, and then after that, step number 6, they will store it, save it, and then share it to viewing platforms like YouTube or maybe Netflix, sell it to Netflix and earn money like that. So that is the process of film restoration. Now, restoration is not equal to remake, because remake is the complete, creation of new production. So for a remake to happen, most of the time the producers will have to hire new actors, like what they did with the Spider-Man. The original Spider-Man was Peter Parker. I don't know the name, but I'm sure you're familiar with the movie Spider-Man. So the first Spider-Man has a different actor compared to the newer Spider-Man version. So that is what we call remake. So earlier we watched the Muroami, the excerpt from the movie Muroami, and we watched 2 different videos, right? Did the actors change? Did the story change? They didn't, right? And that is what restoration is. So it is just repairing the old copy of the video. They are just preparing it so that it will be more watchable. It will remain visible, watchable to the audience. All right. So now let's talk about film. Film is a multimedia, and it is a combination of performing arts and visual arts. Could you tell me some example of performing arts that is included in a film? What about visual arts? What are example of visual arts that is included in a film? All right. So you can pause this video if you need to think longer. Now let's move on. Now let's talk about new media. So there are 3 new media that I'm going to talk about. So one of them is digital art. Digital art is Or these are arts that are created using, devices and software or uh, applications. And the second one is social media. So social media is where we publishes, we share media, we share music, text, videos. This is where we react, we we remix, we download files, documents, pictures, videos, and all that. And finally, we have mobile apps, and mobile apps is where we create, we edit, we view, store, we share, we buy. So those are mobile apps. So these are the new media. Dati naman wala naman to. Digital art, we don't use digital tools dati. To create art, dati we use the traditional paintbrushes, pencils, charcoal, and we just post it in the museum. So that's the traditional art. And today we can now use our phones to create and to create art. We can now use our laptop, our tablet to create um, art. And for the social media, in the past, we don't have social media. What we have back then is or the radio, television, newspaper for to keep ourselves updated about the latest news, latest updates around the world or around the country. So and yeah, so these are the examples of new media. So those are the three new media. And now the big idea is traditional is not dead. We still use traditional tools and techniques. So like I said earlier, there are lots of artists that still use pencils, brushes, and um, some of them they transform or they convert their artwork into digital format. So what they do is they might scan it so that it will be converted into JPEG format so that they can upload it on the internet for viewing. So that will be an example of hybrid. So a combination of traditional tools or technique and digital tools. So we can call it hybrid. Now let's have a group game. So in my class, I group my class into small groups, basically 5 to 6 members each group, and then each group will receive 3 cards: traditional card, new card, and hybrid card. So those words are written on the card: traditional card, new card, hybrid card, and those will be their answers. So let's say, for example, um, so after I read this card, so these are card set A. So in set A, I have 5 cards, and each card I will dictate it, or maybe I can project it on the screen, and then they will read it, and then if they think this is new media, they will stand up. So whoever is holding the new card, they will stand up. So that will tell me that that is their chosen answer, right? And then the remaining group, the ones who are not holding the card or a card, can help the other members and tell them that is wrong or not. So that will be my process. Now, if you are alone in your room, let's answer this actually. So let me present the first card. So physical film projected in cinema. What do you think is this? New, traditional, or new, old, or hybrid? What do you think? Physical film projected in cinema. New, old, or hybrid? Hmm. What about hand-painted movie poster? What about old Filipino film digitally repaired plus streamed? So you can put your answers on your notepad or on your notebook. Number four, illustration made with drawing app. And finally, for set A, short video uploaded to social media. So next is card set B. So if you still have enough time, so actually in my class, if I don't have enough time, I will cut it. Uh, I will cut it so that I can proceed to my formative assessment at the end. So if you have more time, you can proceed. You can finish this part and then proceed to the exit ticket or the formative assessment. So what do you think of this? Video edited using a mobile app. Is this new, old, or hybrid? What about hand-drawn animation, scanned plus colored digitally? What about live action film with digital effects? What about physical painting in an online gallery? And finally, interactive story inside a mobile app. So those are the card set. Okay, now let's check your answers. So for the first one, first card, physical film projected in cinema is old. Hand-painted movie poster is old. Old Filipino film digitally repaired plus streamed is hybrid. Illustration made with a drawing app is new. New media. Short video uploaded to social media is new. And we have video edited using a mobile app is new. Hand-drawn animation scanned plus colored digitally is hybrid. Live action film with digital effects. Live action film with digital effects is hybrid. Physical painting in an online gallery is hybrid. And finally, interactive story inside a mobile app is new. So those are the answers for this game. We can skip this one. So now for the exit passport, this is a formative assessment. So if you are a teacher, you can grade this one if you like. So for the first question, write 3 new media examples. So if you are a student, you can write your answers on your notebook, or maybe just follow your the instructions of your teachers. So for number 2, why is restoration important? And finally, name one Filipino work to preserve plus a digital tool. Yeah. So just pause this video so that you can think longer. And then finally, what is one cultural work worth preserving is, and then write your reason why. So this will serve as your generalization or reflection. So that's it. Thank you for your active participation. So if you enjoyed this video and helped you, consider subscribing and liking this video. So thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.